Good morning from Yummy Bee TV again, and wishing you all well and a pleasant day, of course. Now, it's a case that we covered from the start, reached to the middle, and now it reached its conclusion yesterday. And many of you asked me to give my take on the sentence handed out to Simon Vickers, the father from Darlington, that got found guilty of murdering his own daughter. And in his defense, he denied murder and manslaughter and said it was a complete and utter accident whilst drinking and smoking cannabis, that they were play fighting like they normally do, father and daughter, and where the throwing things around, and he turned around and somehow it went into his daughter. One stab wound, sadly tragic, and she dies. Now, the only person present was his partner and Scarlett's mother, who backed up what how it went, basically. Now, you're asking me that he got the minimum that a life sentence can be handed down to someone, which is 15 years, right? So the judge is really saying, if you listen carefully, there's not really much that I could do. There's no other plausible reason apart from maybe it was an absolute tragic accident, and even though he's stupid, the father's stupid and he's a bloody fool, he picks up the knife in a playful way because there's nothing else in the history of, neglect and harming his daughter. And his mother said, probably writ a letter to the judge saying, listen, please, it did happen like that. It doesn't excuse what the judge is saying, that he murdered her. In reality, he did, because he shouldn't have the knife in his hand to play fight with his daughter anyway. So I can't put it, there's no other reason in reality why he would go out of his way to deliberately murder his daughter. It's a complete and utter muggy turnout, and he'll have to live with it for the rest of his life. But just bear in mind that the one thing that we went over already is why you can't play with your daughter with a real knife. You would go something like this to, I've got a knife kind of thing in a playful way. That is the least way of being frightening, but in a kind of horror film kind of way, but in a joking way. My days, boy, some people got some funny sense of humours, but that's all I've got to say about this case. And rest in peace, poor old Scarlett.